Good morning, guys. It is Friday, January 27th, and I want to share some experience, strength, and hope with you today. I'm glad I got to talk to some of you guys yesterday, and going on based on some of those conversations I had with you yesterday. I walked away from all the discussions yesterday with one single thing in mind, and this morning I got up when I went to run and I still had it in my mind. God expects us to move. Let me say that again. God expects us to move. He doesn't expect us to stay where we're at. We ask Him to restore us to sanity. We come to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity, and He will, but we've got to put in some type of effort. I've over the last couple of weeks I've talked a lot about goals, talked a lot about step 2, coming to believe. Yesterday we talked about belief versus knowledge. So all those things together are tools in our toolbox to help move us forward. See, if I just get sober and I don't change anything else, then there's a good chance I'm going to get drunk again, and I don't want that, because I know what happens whenever I take a drink. I can never stop with just one. One's not enough, and 1,000 is too many, right? So God expects us to move. And if you've been in the rooms anytime, you've always heard the saying, nothing changes if nothing changes. So if I habitually hang out with alcoholics and drug addicts, and I say, you know what, I'm not going to use that stuff anymore. I'm not going to use drugs, or I'm not going to drink alcohol anymore. But I still hang out with them. Sooner or later, don't you think, logically and rationally, don't you think that there might come a point in time when I'm weak? Maybe circumstances have taken place in my life where I'm a little bit weakened. My resolve is not as strong as what it once was. Another alcoholic in the rooms, she says this, and I love this saying. You keep hanging around the barbershop long enough, you'll eventually get your hair cut. And that is so true. So if I get sober, if God gives me the tools, and He drives my vehicle to clean up my dumpster fire of a life that I created, and He gets me on the right path, and I'm just still on the right path, but I'm not moving forward, what do you think is going to happen? See, it's good to be on the right track. The problem is your ass is going to get ran over if you just fucking sit there. We have to consistently work to better ourselves, to move forward. We're the ones that are, when God's driving our vehicle, we get out of the driver's seat, we let God steer the vehicle. We are the ones providing the momentum. We're the ones, we have to provide the work. He's not going to do it all for us for nothing, right? He wants to see our level of effort. So we just can't get in the back seat of the car and expect God to drive. We have to move it forward. And again, over the last several weeks, or last couple weeks anyway, I've talked a lot about goals, and that's how we move forward, is through setting goals. A great example, I used to always go to this one particular gas station to get snuff. And this one particular gas station also sold liquor. So, and I would use that as an excuse, right? So whenever I'd stop drinking, I could have still gone to that gas station just to sincerely buy myself snuff. But don't you think after a while that I would have become tempted? Again, maybe my resolve was weakened. Page 24 says, we are without defense against the first drink. So I can still be connected with my higher power. I can still stay plugged in and connected to the rooms and the fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous. No doubt about it. But the fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous may not be with me every second of every day. And again, that one chance occurrence of me going into the gas station that also happens to sell liquor, but just to buy myself snuff, or hell, just to fill up my gas tank. Sooner or later, I'm falling right back into the same pattern and the same habit that got me drunk in the first place. See, God can get us sober. God can get us clean. God can get us fixed. But if we don't move out of that sick environment, then shit, we're going to get sick again. It's very fucking logical. I don't have a PhD after my name. I don't need one to realize that if I stay in a sick room and I keep getting sick, then chances are it's because I'm in this fucking sick room. I got to move out. And so what do those changes look like? God expects us to move. He expects us to make changes and to demonstrate faith. We talked about faith yesterday being the intermediary between knowledge and belief. He expects us to demonstrate faith. He expects us to make an effort. And that could mean just simply small changes in our lives. Instead of going to the gas station, that one gas station to buy my stuff, where they also happen to sell liquor, maybe I need to go to another gas station. Okay, that's an easy change. If I drank around a certain time of day, which for me it was all day, but if I say drink every night at 8 o'clock, come home and drink at 8 o'clock every night, well, the chances are at 8 o'clock I need to be finding something else to do differently. Maybe reading a book. Maybe reading the big book, right? I need to make some type of small effort. The effort could be small, it could be minimal, or it could be large. Hell, if I live in a neighborhood where there's 7 liquor stores all within a mile of where my house is at, chances are it sounds like I need to sell my fucking house and find another place to live. That could be a big change. So the changes can range from very small to very big. But at the end of the day, God wants to see what we're doing to make that effort to change our lives, to move ourselves forward. Again, it's great to be on the right track, but you get run over if you just sit there. What are you doing to move your life forward? Sure, you're getting sober. Sure, you're working the steps. Sure, you're strengthening your connection with your higher power. Absolutely. But what changes are you implementing in your life to keep moving you forward? And that's what I want to share and leave with you today. So, guys, I hope you guys have a kick-ass weekend. I hope you have a kick-ass day today. I will be available, text, phone call, whatever you guys need. I don't have a whole lot going on this weekend other than just my regular job work. So, but if you guys need anything, feel free to reach out. In the meantime, just remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.